I've read thousands of books on how to get rich, and these are my 5 favorite. I've dissected the biggest insights and lessons from these books that are going to make you super rich. The lessons that I'm about to share with you are timeless wisdom from people that have built great businesses, really looked into how to build an insane mindset around looking at money and making money. And I want you to use these. 1, overcome your fear of making money. 2, overcome the greed that comes from making money. And 3, ultimately avoid making massive mistakes in your personal and business life around money. This video will save you millions in mistakes and also create opportunities for you. So let's get stuck in. The first book is called A Happy Pocket Full of Money by David Kandi. If you want to develop your mindset, your belief systems around wealth creation and abundance, this is the best book that you could read. I also have it on audiobook as well. I like to make notes, I like to highlight my books, and I also like to hear them whenever I'm traveling and I want to travel light and don't want to carry a book in my briefcase. The biggest thing that this book taught me was that success is a feeling. Success is not a number in your bank account. It is not a materialistic item. It is not an award. It is not an achievement. Success is a feeling. So when you go to build your business or put yourself out into the world to go and build wealth, you need to be very clear on what success feels like for you. And that means sitting down and getting very clear on all of the things that you want to have, both materialistically and also feeling wise. Let you into a little secret. Whenever you look at all the successful people that you look up to, let's just say certain celebrities, certain business high performers, you name it, look at the traits that they have. So you might find that some of them have great courage. You might find some of them are proud. You might find some of them are assertive. You might find some of them are entertaining. How does it feel to have those traits? And you can actually sit, close your eyes, and really visualize how that would feel. On top of that, the materialistic success that comes with building a great business, having a huge impact in the world, the reputation, the cars, the house, all of that stuff, right the whole way through to the family, the friends, the social connections. How does it feel to have those things? And when you can really dial in a crystal clear vision of what success feels like and looks like, then your vision is a lot clearer. And the clearer your vision, the more energy you're going to have. And when you repeat and repeat and repeat that visualization process on how you want to feel and what you want to have, that really locks in your belief system, and your belief system drives your behaviors. And I think this book is the best read for anyone that is really looking to dial in their vision around building wealth. The second book is How to Get Rich by the very quirky Felix. Felix was a billionaire in the UK that was behind magazines and publishing, and he was also a poet in his spare time. He didn't have any kids, he didn't have any real family, but he wrote this book and distilled all his wisdom into it on how to really think in business, particularly around money and success. And it's an incredible read for anybody that is in business, that knows they've got skill, knows they've got talent, and is trying to get their head around how to keep growing, but also keep oneself sane during the process. So my biggest lessons are actually from page 163, and I'm going to share a couple of them with you right now. And he breaks it down in really punchy insight. And here's a couple of them. There's a whole list of them. As you can see, I highlight all these books, but here's a list of them. Don't whine or ever describe yourself as unlucky. You're alive, aren't you? Be bold, be brave. Don't thank your lucky stars. The stars can't hear you. Stay the course. Stop looking for the green grass over the hill. Don't try to do it all yourself. Delegate and teach others to delegate. Remember that most predators are lucky most of their lives, unlike their prey. Winners in cards die 100 times a day. Be a hero to yourself. If being a hero isn't your style, then fake it. Reality will catch up eventually. Just do it. It's much easier to apologize than to obtain permission. Never take the quest for wealth seriously. It's just a game, chump. Next time you bump into Lady Luck, give her a whack on the rump from me. There's just so much quirky insights in this, but it really teaches you how to think in business, especially around success. And I love what he says around success really weakening a lot of entrepreneurs. When they get a little taste of success, they think that they're good, they're done, and they stop growing and they stop focusing on the next thing. Here's what you need to realize. When your future is bigger than your current reality, life gets better. And similar to the last book, if you aren't recreating your vision, or you aren't recreating your why, or you aren't recreating the reasons for you to take the next steps in your life, then you're going to stagnate. Without a vision, you will perish. And that is one of the biggest things in all of these books, is that they talk about vision and its ability to give you energy and drive above and beyond where you're at right now. It's almost like an activation energy. The next book is the Almanack of Naval Ravikant. This is an awesome read. Modern day philosopher, great business guy, and the insights in this book are, again, fascinating. And the biggest lesson for me in this book is the concept around inner peace and happiness and your approach to building wealth. He says, if you're not happy with a coffee, you'll never be happy with a yacht. And there's a very strong theme in it around saving yourself. Let me read this out. Doctors won't make you healthy. Nutritionists won't make you slim. Teachers won't make you smart. Gurus won't make you calm. Mentors won't make you rich. Trainers won't make you fit. Ultimately, you have to take responsibility to save yourself. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. And I really love this approach. Why? Because it's so true in life and business. You grow most outside your comfort zone. People fight like crazy to stay inside their comfort zone. But when you step outside your comfort zone, the right resources, the right people, and the right success shows up. Nothing comes from sitting and overthinking. And if I look at my life, I always grew the most when I went past the point of no return. For example, when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and I was told I was going to be unhealthy, I was told I was going to be out of shape, I decided, screw that. I'm going to do something about it. When I was overweight and fat and didn't like how I looked, I decided to do something about it. When I was broke and not making money, I decided to do something about it. So the lesson is simple. When you take ownership for your life and your circumstances and you do something about it, things change. And when you sit and just think about ideas, how things are going to be, but you don't take action, you actually bankrupt yourself with ideas that never turn into action. So keep that in mind. The more action that you take, the more results you're going to get, and the greater chance that you're going to meet luck and opportunity along the way. The next book is Money Unmasked by a friend of mine called Garrett Gunderson. Some people call him the Money Jesus. Now, one of my favorite lessons in this book is about hidden capital and the hidden capital of your relationships. Now, on page 97, he talks about your subscribers, your customers, your mentors, your family, your friends, your team. These are your relationships. And I always like to say to people, you are the average of the 5 people that you WhatsApp the most, or whatever social media platform that you use. Hidden capital comes from relationships both online and offline. And these are people that create value, hold you accountable, challenge you in your bullshit, and ultimately hold you to a higher standard that you can hold yourself. And as the saying goes, show me your friends or show me your WhatsApp and I'll show you your future. So keep that in mind. The hidden capital outside of the money that you make lies in the relationships around you. And you want to be around people that challenge the hell out of your belief systems, but also support them as well. And an equal amount of challenge and an equal amount of growth is the greatest soil for growth. The last book is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This is a classic. It is absolute gold. And the biggest lesson that I've taken from this is the difference in psychology between making money and keeping money. It's not as hard to amass a fortune than it is to keep the fortune that you've made. You see, keeping money is down to a number of other really important factors. Let's just say you were insecure, didn't like yourself, and all of a sudden make $1 million. You've just become an insecure millionaire that doesn't like himself. And if you haven't got control of your inner narrative and you haven't dealt with the limiting beliefs and stories that you've developed around money, which is why I suggested this book, A Happy Pocket Full of Money, to really talk about dealing with your beliefs around money, your vision for money. This book also touches around the trauma around money as well, Garrett Gunderson's book. All of these books come together to really allow you to develop the belief system and the mindset to attract wealth. If you are an insecure millionaire and you start hanging around with other millionaires, then you're going to start making financial mistakes because you're going to try to fit in. You're going to try and adopt your lifestyle. You're going to buy things to be accepted in the new norm. And as your lifestyle changes and you start hanging around wealthier people that do wealthier things, then you can make mistakes if you're not prepared for it. So I really like the concept around making money and keeping money. And here's the big thing that really stood out for me in this, is that you need to get clear on what you want and what you need financially, and realize that you are the only person that controls that expectation. And the beautiful thing about that is that allows you to remain in control and give you power. When you look at the majority of people out there in the marketplace on Instagram, they are flaunting lifestyles that they don't have to appear significant. They are buying fashion accessories to symbolize their wealth and their status, but the reality is they can't afford them. Go and look at many of the designer shops that are in your local city, and you will find that a lot of people who shop there can't afford the clothes. And essentially their skill sets and their priorities don't align with the lifestyle that they have. And they end up over investing in materialistic things to look good rather than focus on being good. And I really find this book useful on how to overcome the desire to look good rather than actually focus on the most important thing, and that's being really good. So as a business owner, this is a crucial must read. And all of these books together have really had a profound impact on my ability to amass a fortune and keep a fortune through my business, for my family, and the lifeblood of everybody else that comes into it. I hope you find this useful. Comment below with your biggest takeaway. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to strengthen your thinking, improve your decision making, and ultimately build an insane business that allows you to live life on your terms. Until the next time, see you soon.